All was brought beneath the standard of their legions. Brutal as the conquest was, the wise agreed that it brought peace. The land, now untroubled by armies, grew rich. But empires, like men, grow old. Leaders lose a common cause. Corruption spreads. Old enemies learn the Empire's tricks and devise new ones of their own. Until one day, the bonds holding the Empire snap. Then comes the Civil War, pitting all against all. A time of hatred. A time of suffering. But also, even in the worst hours, a time of courage and defiance. As new leaders arise, from new places and new peoples, to turn back the tides of destruction and bring forth a new world from the ashes of the old.
Brother, it's been 3 days now we've been tracking those bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue our brother and sister? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the Legions. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush up on our skills. The practice could come in handy when we catch up with the raiders. Are you sure about that? All right then. Let us split up and look for the little ones separately. I'll send you a word if I find them before you do. One other thing, brother. We want people to take us seriously. We may be leading men into battle soon. Let's give our family a name and a banner, like the nobles do.
Listen, you lot, I'm in a bit of a hurry. If I give you a penny each, will you stop pestering me,
You're Gunner of Lagshofen, aren't ye? We got a message from the Sea Hounds for you.
You've got a message from those curs. Out with it, then. What's your message?
The message? The message is that you will die, Yadam.
And how should I die, then? Of old age? While you three work up the courage to attack a wizened graybeard? Go on. You've delivered your message. Now scamper off.
We'll send you down to the Pale One's hungry halls. Right now. Kill him, boys!
By my blood! Damn, that hurts. Ugh. I think I am Gunnar of Lagshofen. I've come to this port seeking warriors and a ship. These men we fought were allies of a pirate gang who called themselves the Sea Hounds. They have been raiding and slaving along the Nordvig's shores, and I intend to go to war with them. The Sea Hounds and I have history, and nowadays they hate my guts as fiercely as I hate theirs. Somebody must have sent word of my whereabouts to their local friends, as these lowlifes had a mind to do me in. Again, you have my thanks for evening the odds. I know what it's like to lose family to slavers. If you're still searching, look to the Sea Hounds. They've got their hands in most of the slaving that happens along these coasts. It's hard to believe now, but they were once my brothers in arms. Years ago we fought side by side in the last great rebellion in the north. Most of the clans and many freemen like myself refused to bow to Volbjörn the Usurper, as he was then called. But Volbjörn knew how to speak to men's desires. He won over the bigger clans with promises of land and silver. And when summer came and he brought a fleet to give us battle, he had with him so many longships that their sails covered the horizon. We still fought them, of course, but their numbers were too many to beat.
I'm back.
They dishonor what we fought for. I'm no stranger to battle. I'll kill when I must, but they murder for pleasure, thinking the All-Father rewards bloodthirst. He wants warriors, not hounds.
Not hounds. Alright, so what are we doing now?
I mean to gather up some of my kin and friends to go against the Sea Hounds. Just a few days ago I ran into an old comrade of mine here in Ostikan. He is called Purig, and he happens to own a fast ship. He promised to help me capture a Sea Hound ship and put together a crew. So, I'm going to make you a proposal. Perhaps you'd like to come with us. I can't guarantee we'll find your kin, but I can promise a good fight. And if we win, a bit of fine loot. And, well, if you'd ever had an interest in learning how to handle a ship, you won't find any better school than these northern seas.
Okay, I'll join you.
You can find Purig in the tavern and introduce yourself. I should go get myself cleaned up and get ready.
40 hours later. Alright, so we gotta go to the tavern here. Hello, Purig.
Aye? So, who are you then?
I am Ingvald the Forsaken. Gunnar sent me. We were in a fight.
Oh,
A fight,
a fight, you say?
I take it that Gunnar and you
Gunnar
won.
and you won, huh? He's alive?
Yeah, we defeated 3 Sea Hounds. Now I wish to settle with you. We won. Now I wish to join you against our common enemy. I like that one better.
Well, good for you two. Gunnar is a tough old goat and rather hard to kill. I shall have to ask him about it when I get the chance, so... Yes, I
Feud with
agreed
the
to
Sea
help him
Hounds.
in his little
For old
feud with
time's
the Sea
sake,
Hounds.
I've got my ship
For
and
old
men
time's
ready
sake,
to sail.
you're indeed of a mind to go with us. I'm happy to take you. But I've only got room for you. So if you've got any traveling companions, you'll need to leave them in this port. I'm sure you'll be back soon to rejoin them, safe and sound.
Did you also fight in the rebellion?
I did. We started out as young men with nothing but our swords.
Sweet mistress
our
the
sweet
sea,
mistress
whispering
the sea,
promises of
whispering
wealth and
promises
glory in our
of
ears.
wealth and glory in our ears.
We served no
We
kings
served
and
no
had
kings
no
and had no
lords.
lords. And
Those were
those
fine times.
Ah, all Gunnar says they're even worse than the king and the jarls we fought, preying upon the farmers and the fishermen of the coast. There's no honor in attacking the weak, he told me so many times. And he's right, of course, but it's just so much easier to take their wealth. Come down to the ship with me then. Wind and tide are with us, and I won't tarry long.
My brothers, I hope this letter finds you well. I told you that I might soon ask you to join me in Ostikan. That time has now come. Let me tell you what has befallen me since we last parted. I have been trying to gather warriors here to help us fight the Sea Hounds. I was lucky to find one very capable and brave soul who came to my help when they ambushed me in an alley. This warrior has a sister who was enslaved along this coast and agreed to join me in my hunt, in the hope of learning more about her whereabouts. I had planned to sail out of Ostikan with our old comrade, Purig. I considered myself very fortunate to have found him. Here was a warrior with a ship who shared my hatred of the Sea Hounds, ready to sail with me. But I had misjudged him. He was instead the lowest form of traitor, a man whose feigned camaraderie concealed a contempt for all that we value. The first night on the open sea, we were woken up by Purig's men holding knives to our throats. Purig had struck a deal with the Sea Hounds, and he intended to hand me over to them to be tortured and killed. He was always ambitious, and seemed eager to win favor with what he imagined to be a new power in the north. I am sorry, old friend, he said, but the Sea Hounds are strong and rich, and I think you always wanted to die spitting defiance at your foes. This was the last he spoke to me. His men chained us to the oars. The sea was calm and the weather hot. They made us row hard, and we suffered greatly as we cruised the coast looking for merchantmen. Presumably Purig wished to appear before the Sea Hounds with a prize or two in his hands to make more of an impression. In this way, his plan was undone by his greed. On the third day, we came across a stubby trading Knar and gave chase. As we closed, the Knar's crew first started to dump their cargo and then their own selves as the pirates were shooting them with their bows. Eventually, we caught the Knar. Purig sent us as oar slaves to his prize, alongside some crew who hadn't jumped, with some pirates to guard us as he gathered up all the floating cargo. That was a mistake. His men found some casks of wine aboard the Knar and failed to chain us properly. Purig's Nekia by then was some distance away, and we realized that if we wanted to end our miserable ordeal, we'd never get a better opportunity. Your chain is loose. It's now or never. Get up and strike them down. get these chains off, huh?
We took the ship, men. 'Tis now ours! To freedom once again! Arm yourselves with the dead men's weapons
Well
and
done.
armor.
That's twice now you've gotten me out of a bad spot.
Disappear as quickly as we can, but those merchants are still out there floundering in the waves. We can't leave them there. I can get the sails up, but the steering... Or let's see if you can get them out of the water. Ship controls. To control the ship, you must go to its command point and interact with it by pressing triangle. This will let you control the ship using L. Okay, so the steering oar, okay. In order to change your active oarsman amount, press down. Now assign your entire crew to your oars. You can check your current oarsman status in the widget next to your health bar. There are several different camera perspectives for your ship. Try switching between them by pressing right on the D-pad.
Ah, can you see those poor lads thrashing in the water over there? Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
Hello, men.
There's two more of them over there.
Ship
Let's go
controls.
fish
To
them out.
use the wind as effective as possible, check your ship widget in the lower right of your screen. The wind dial displays the direction of the wind. Try to keep it within the green zones to generate the most forward force. Press up to unfurl the sails of your ship.
Right. Now, let's slow down so they can climb aboard.
Thank you, heaven be praised. We thought we'd escape the arrows only to be drowned by the waves. Heaven protect us all.
Think nothing of it, lads. You've done the same for us, one sailor for another. So look, lads. Hurig is still around, but I suspect he's overladen and undermanned. I doubt he can find us before nightfall, which is good because I don't think we can outfight him. By my reckoning, we're still not far from Ostikan. So, row, my boys, for Ostikan and safety.
Okay. Got some skill points in one-handed. Let's go. Damage and longer stun duration with shield bashes. Minus 4% taken by damage taken by infantry while in shield wall formation. 20% handling to one-handed weapons. 30 one-handed skill to your infantry troops in your formation. Oh, yeah. Wait, Hargard, somebody's already got my fucking banner? That pisses me off. What'd you say? Oh, I can't read that. Oh, hi. Hey, what's up? Thanks for joining in. Whoa, what is going on with my screen over here? Oh, you can't read all of it. Okay. You can see the majority of what I'm up to, though.
Well, I sent off my letter, and I spoke to some men from my homeland who have just
See
arrived.
what Gunnar has to say.
They are sick of Sea Hound raids and ready to join us in our hunt. I'm afraid we cannot take your own companions, however. There's not enough room on the ship, and my men aren't willing to trust their lives to any other vessel in these northern seas. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon, but we have a bit of time.
I know why Pierre.
The ones with us now are farmers from the island of Bainland, near my village at Laxhoven. They are good men and well motivated. That coast has suffered greatly at the hands of
It's
the
a good
Sea
game.
Hounds, but they are not
This is the
warriors who
DLC.
live for battle.
I've played this game several times on the regular mode, but this is my first time
The
playing the
letter, though, was
DLC.
addressed to
They
one
added
of
a
my
lot of
very
stuff
old
in this
friends,
DLC, so.
Bjolgur of Agelting. When he left the rebellion, he chose neither peace nor banditry. He chose instead to join the Skolderbruda, the Shield Brothers. Rather than fight for a king, he said he would fight for whoever pays him. A king may turn out to be unworthy of his warrior's valor, but gold is never unworthy.
Yeah, this game is on Xbox.
I do not pretend
PlayStation,
that I
Xbox,
see
and
eye
PC.
to eye with Bjolgur on all things, but he, like me, prefers to match his skill against other warriors, and he has kin in Bainland. He will not come immediately, as he must take permission from his brotherhood. But when he does come, we will be very glad of his help. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon, but I do not know for sure. If I had ever knowingly given him insult, I never would have sailed on his ship. A true warrior, to my mind, knows his own mettle. He does not need others to remind him of his honor. He knows that sometimes
You like
in war
strategy
you suffer
games?
bad luck. Your ship arrived late. You were carried away in the rush of a rout.
Okay, well, thank you
were
for stopping in.
defeated
I
by a
appreciate
king
the
with
like.
forces
If
far
you left a
greater
follow,
than
that
your
would also
own.
make me very happy. I just got about 300 right now. Finally made something out of myself. But I hope you have a good Friday.
Other men, on the other hand, crave glory. They must hear the cheers of townsfolk and wear gilded armor given to them by kings. They must be envied by other men, and if they aren't, they may hear a little voice in their head telling them that they can steal this glory, that they can slay the weak and take their wealth and buy the respect that they crave.
Okay, well, leave me a subscribe on YouTube.
That voice spoke to
Of
Puli.
course, you don't have to,
He
but I
gave
would
into
very
it,
much appreciate
and it
if you
twisted
did.
his heart into something truly dark. He is a husk of a man filled only
That way
with
you can see
ambition
when
and
I'm
wounded
streaming
pride,
again. Maybe
all concealed
make your
beneath
way
a
back
fair
in.
face and a friendly laugh. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon. I suppose I have... As I told you, we fought together against old King Volbjorn. Many of us were from Bainland and other parts of the Nordic,
Thank you.
where even the Jarls
Much
tread
obliged,
lightly.
traveler.
A man who called himself our king. Well,
May you have
we
a
weren't
beautiful
having
day.
any of that. We didn't call ourselves the Sea Hounds back then, but we flew the Dog's Head banner to show our loyalty to each other and to our cause. We fought, but we lost in a great battle in Valvik Bay. I and 100 other captives were led before Volbjorn, and the king
Bye.
ordered his men to take our heads. A dozen or so were killed before me, so I had time to think up something to say. As they held me down to receive the blow, I told Volbjörn that it was a good thing I'd eaten not long ago, so I could let him know directly from the High Hall what sort of feast they'd prepared for him there. I thought he'd order me cut open or flayed, but instead Volbjörn laughed and told me that he liked my mettle. He'd spare my life and the lives of the rest of my comrades, so long as I swore an oath not to take up arms against him again.
With a dozen headless bodies
Volbjörn had made his point with a dozen headless bodies at his feet, and men paying the land tax or serving in his armies were of more value to him than corpses. If I swore, 100 of my comrades could return to their families. So, some of our number never showed up at the battle, however. I can imagine how it went for them after that. Mocked in taverns or in scraps of songs sung by children. The North is not forgiving of those who throw away their good name. Their old life where they were feared rather than scorned must have seemed much sweeter in comparison. And of course they conceived a great resentment against those of us who faced death and showed them up as cowards. These are the ones who became the Sea Hounds, who aim to steal the wealth and glory. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon. Well, I do not think we will have to go very far to start our hunt. A pair of ships have been patrolling off our coast, robbing passing fishermen. And I'd wager one of my eyes to a bale of herring that they're Sea Hounds. They scatter like minnows whenever a real warship sets out, but I think that my men's little vessel will be prey much to their liking. Right.
Okay. We're just going right into the story mission here. Gonna see what happens. Defeat the Sea Hounds. Scourge of the Seas. What is it? Tevea need help rescuing their headman. Gunner, await you in Ostkin when you are ready to embark again. Defeat the Sea Hounds. Defeat the 2 Sea Hound vessels that are lying in wait outside of Ostkin. Okay. I got 42 men on my ship. Alright, well, here we go, our first sea battle.
They must think we're just a fishing vessel. All right now, boys. Let's show them that
Before you
their
board an
prey
enemy ship,
has
you must
teeth
be
of its
close
own.
to them. Approach the enemy ship by using directional control.
Get us close so we can board. The lines are holding. At them, lads.
To give orders to your troops in formation, letting it all set. So we're gonna try charge now. Ship cleared. Your men make quick work of the pirates. As the fighting dies down, you find that the Sea Hounds were carrying captives, bound and stashed beneath the rowing benches. You cut their bonds and help them to their feet as your lookouts scan the waters for any sign of a second ship.
That's one Sea Hound defeated, but the other can't be too far away. We captured a second ship, though. It's a Snekya. It should be quick and nimble. How about you cross over and take the helm? I'll keep command of our old Knar.
I'll do that.
Let's go chase down that... I think I see them. Untie our ships and let's have at it.
When your ship is connected to other ships, you can't issue a cut loose order by pressing down while you are in direct control.
I'll let you decide how to fight this one. Maneuver a bit, or just go straight at them.
You can command friendly ships as long as you have the suitable authority. To command a ship to attack an enemy ship, hold L1, use left or right, and down to select an allied ship. Use square to choose the movement orders, and press triangle to issue the engage order.
Hold arrows!
Wait.
Fire! Attack! Soldiers! Right hard, boys! Finish them!
Victory. Once again, you are victorious. Gunnar, meanwhile, inspects the fallen pirates and soon finds one who is only lightly wounded and able to speak.
I'm new at this, my lord. I'm no pirate. I'm just a farmer who fell on hard times. I signed on with this ship in Varchek a month ago. They told me we'd be trading grain and ivory across the Biatic. I didn't know we'd be attacking honest folk like yourselves. Listen, these Sea Hounds are trolls and demons, not men. I want no part of this anymore. Spare me, and I promise I'll go back to my old life. We purchased some slaves from some bandits in Ostakan. We were planning on selling them onward to another buyer further south along the coast. Perhaps your sister was one of them? Will you...
Are you really a farmer now? Calluses such as those on your hands are made by oars, not plows. And I see a scar on your sword arm that doesn't look like it came from the kick of a mule. Indeed, I might even recall your name.
Gunnar of Laghafen. 3 of your old shipmates have we visited already. 1 died well. The others... It's said that your people are mean and stingy hosts. But those 2 gave us some fine entertainment. As for you, friend of Gunnar, I told you where to seek your sister. Best rescue her quick, or she may take a liking to one of our brave lads and give you a litter of sea puppies. So there you have it. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. Put me ashore.
You lied to me! I'll leave you in Gunnar's capable hands. Let's go talk together.
Ah, greetings. Listen, when we sailed with Purik, I was hoping that he would help me fight the Sea Hounds near Valvik. His betrayal, of course, has cost us time. But I think the captive we took, Hralgar, said that the Sea Hounds expect to find rich pickings near Beinland. I think I know what he's talking about. Every year, a Vlandian merchant ship travels to the far north bearing hunters and other fortune seekers. It should be returning south around this time. These men have spent the last months gathering walrus ivory, fur and whale oil, all of which are quite valuable in the Southlands. Such a prize would be a great boon to the Sea Hounds. I propose that we deny it to them. We can sail to Valvik, meet this merchant, and escort them south, sinking or taking any Sea Hounds we encounter. Our longship is ready. If you can join me, then we should set out as soon as you are ready. One thing, it is hard to resupply at sea. So do make sure we have plenty of supplies with us to go to Valvik and back. 20 loads of grain and meat, or the equivalent, should be sufficient for our voyage. Ah, splendid.
I'm ready to go. Haven't gotten any loot yet, though. I'm not quite ready, actually. Every character in Calridia has, different sets and tied into different environments. Okay. Well, you got no... Oh, yeah, there's grain. No, there's no grain. Okay, well, we can take some of these sumpter horses and we can cut them up. There we go. So I intend to re-establish the Empire in this playthrough. I might be of Nord lineage, but the Empire together is strong. We're nearing Havlik. Keep an eye out for sails. A pity I can't set. Yep.
Ahoy! Who are you? And what's your purpose? If that's the case, then we're glad to have you around. Back in Shalvik port, we heard rumors of these pirates. We were none too pleased that we had to venture out alone like this. Tell me then, are you asking anything for your services? Very well. Should we arrive safely, we will happily show our gratitude with a contribution to your cause. The wind is brisk and the waves are choppy, so try not to venture too far away. May the heavens protect us from pirates and the perils of the sea.
Perils of the sea. Okay. Where are they going back to? Ah, you found me again. I don't think I went anywhere, but won, man! We won! Now I've got prisoners. Yeah, put on that cape. Take some throwing axes, alright. That shield is a little better than mine. Put that on. Let's go, let's go. Got higher swing speed now. Take all that loot.
Ahoy! Ha!
Prepare to be boarded, pirates.
Look, there's two of them giving chase. We'll have to take one down quickly, and hope the Vlandians can hold the other off until we reach them. The Vlandians are about to be overtaken and boarded. They're boarding the Vlandians.
And thank you. Those sea hound vessels would have torn us to pieces. We would still wish to show you our gratitude. I took a collection among the men whose lives you saved today. We wish to offer you a barrel of oil and a bundle of ivory. These are the rewards of our labor over the past months. But they would mean nothing to us if our ship was seized by pirates.
Let's return to Oshtakan. For I need to heal. Got no money.
I'm waiting for more news. Soon I may...
Okay.
Just gonna run around the port here real quick. Go talk to Gunner here.
I'm waiting for more.
Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do while I wait. Guess I can just set sail. I don't know, maybe go talk to this guy or something. Alright, there we go.
Word spread fast among sailors. We seem to have made a bit of a name for ourselves with that victory off of Valvik. I have someone for you to meet.
So, you are the captain who trashed those so-called sea hounds up north. I have a proposal that I hope would be of... I am Lahar, of Kuyaz on the Jade Sea. I am here because one of the great families of our city has been having some troubles. The head of one branch, the Lady Fakta, has quarreled over her inheritance with her uncles. The elders of the town backed the uncles, so she took to the sea with her retainers and vowed to ravage their shipping. The Lady Fakta has reportedly joined up with these sea hounds, as pirates often band together. She has been prowling about the Gulf of Charas, taking Kuyazi vessels. You wish to continue hunting sea hounds, do you not? Those would be good waters in which to hunt, and if you are going there, I would like to come with you and lend my assistance. The lady is good at her craft. Fakta has been sailing since she was a child. She always wears a sailor's cap, and underneath she is as bold as an egg. She persuaded her late father to take her to sea, so the story goes, by cutting off all of her long, shining hair, lest it catch in the rigging. She has taken several Kuyazi ships, and I would be reluctant to fight her alone.
Father also traffics in captives with the Sea Hounds. She may have bought or held your sister at some point. Or if not, at least she may be able to tell us more about the Sea Hounds' trade in slaves.
If you wish to weaken these sea hounds, you may want to strike at their allies first. And of course, the elders of Quayaz will be most happy to pay a handsome reward, of which you and Gunner would receive your fair share.
I have my loyal crew, and the Swiftly Burna, outfitted with a ram, which I think you might put to good purpose. It would be especially useful if we encounter any slow but powerful ships that would be costly to take by boarding.
Okay, guess I'm ready to go then. Are we heading across the sea? Sail to the Gulf of Charas. We're coming out of the mouth of the train. Our forefathers knew. God damn it, that shit does not last long enough. Was I supposed? Okay. You have reached the Gulf of Churus. Winds whip across the waves, carrying dust from the deserts. Invisibility comes and goes. Lahar's ship keeps station several bow shots off of the port side, and together you comb the seas for the Corsairs.
Looks like her ship took a lot of damage. Her crew must not have furled the sails properly before the winds hit, and now she's just limping along. Sink her! It's going down. Now, finish off its consort.
What have you done? Do you know who I am? I have allies who'll unthread your entrails from your guts and hang you with them from your own yard arm. I am queen of these waters, you fools. and those who practice piracy here without my permission end up chum to attract the sharks.
My lady, I am not a pirate. Rather, I am a man who has done many services for families such as your own in Kuyaz. At present, I am working for your uncles. I do not know what they intend to do with you, although I do not expect that a town that lives on trade will deal leniently with piracy. Before we sail, however, I would like you to have a chat with my friend here.
So, you are on contract to deliver me alive to Kuyaz, are you? I can tell you this then. My lineage goes back to the founding of that city. And if you spill so much as a drop of my blood, your own shall be drained from your body like that of a horsefish. As for the sea hounds, they are my allies and servants, and I shall not betray them to you. How much are my uncles paying you anyway? I have a chest of silver set aside for occasions such as this, and I suspect I could pay you more than they will. How much are my uncles paying you anyway? I have a chest of silver set aside
I'm here
for
too,
occasions
and
such
I
as
have no
this,
contract to
and
deliver
I
you
suspect
anywhere
I could
alive.
pay you more than they will.
You tell
They are
me.
stingy
Sea
men.
hounds.
Are you threatening me? You won't get a single coin from my uncles if you harm me.
Unlike Lahar here, we have not shed our blood today merely for a part share of a ransom, or to boost our standing with the merchants of Kuyaz. You are an ally of the Sea Hounds, and it serves us well to make an example of you. Your life is forfeit unless you tell us something we can't
How do I
keep.
know that telling you about the Sea Hounds will save my life?
I don't have your sister. I used to buy captive from the Sea Hounds, but now they have this new leader named Purig, who keeps them all for his own purposes. Apparently, he has some anchorage up in the north, where he intends to use slaves to build larger and stronger ships.
Purig, a leader among the Sea Hounds? I'll speak straight here. It gnaws at my gut to hear
He acts as though the Sea Hounds have already crowned him their king. He demanded that I hunt for captives here in the south and sell them to him, promising to pay me with a huge store of silver that some new partners of his, a vile-looking gang of Vlandian pirates, hope to steal from the merchants of Omor.
We should get more information on this Omor silver. If we can stop these Vlandians, it would deal a great blow to Purig. And we could possibly find out more about this northern anchorage, his captives.
So, that information is worth something to you, is it not? If we add in that ransom I mentioned, is it enough to buy my life and my freedom?
You know my preference, my friend. If I bring her back to Kuyaz, I will ensure that you get some of the credit. But perhaps you prefer good cold silver to goodwill. I accept your decision. Very well then.
Oh yes. The silver is nice, but getting that charm up is going to be very important later on in life. Alright, so we're going all the way back to Ostcan here. Yeah, take me to Ostcan right away. Talk to Gunner in the port.
So, I have been making inquiries into what Fada told us about these Vlandian pirates in Purig's employ, and their plan to steal the Sturgian silver. Several large warships have been sighted patrolling near Omor. I suspect Omor is linked to the Bialik Sea by a wide estuary. It would be easy for the pirates to sit there like spiders in a web and wait until the Sturgians despair of losing all their commerce and try to run the blockade. Then the Vlandians will snap up the ships and their treasure. I'm sure Purig could wreak a great deal of wickedness with his silver in his hands. And I would very much like to foil this plan of his.
Okay. So now we need to go to Omar. What? There's no way to cross it over here anymore. There used to be a way you could just cross right there. Wait. They moved Balgard up here? Interesting. Karbanseth is even on the coast now? Oh, interesting. We need some pirate songs up in here. Fine herring pie. Oh man, imagine a fish pie. Oh god. That sounds terrible.
Welcome to Omar, friend. Is that grizzled fellow with you coming up now? Is that my old comrade, Gunnar of Lagshofen? A bit grayer than I remember from the days when we stood together in the shield wall, facing Volbjorn's host. But, well, aren't we all? We received his letter a while back, about your run-in with Purig. Ha! That worm must have cursed like an old woman when he learned that his captive stole his ship. You two are making quite a name for yourself.
Yolgur of Gokstal. Well met. Are the Skoldebruda working for the merchants of
Not yet. As you know, our brotherhood does not fight before it's... See, the Omar merchants promised us a hoard of silver to protect their ships from the sea hounds, but it never arrived. I was sent down to learn what was going on, and I find the silver just sitting here, loaded onto a ship in the harbor, and the Sturgians are burning through it, paying their men double wages not to run off. Some Vlandian pirates were sighted in the estuary, and the Sturgians refused to venture out. Much as I would like to simply sail forth and bathe my sword in sea hound blood, my brotherhood has commanded me to do my best to ensure that the silver gets through safely. Listen, I've been watching these Vlandian blockaders and mulling over a plan. Their flagship has a lofty deck, and it would be hard to board, but it doesn't seem very maneuverable. I think we can hit them with a trick that can be deadly in estuaries. We will be upstream of them. I'll have the merchants here donate some leaky old vessel that they are about to scrap. We load it up with oil and pitch. Then we steer it towards the pirates, throw a torch in the hull, and jump.
Good. Very good. With luck, the current shall carry it right into them, and they shall all merrily blaze up like a bonfire at a midwinter feast. The silver ship will make for the open sea, while the rest of us can have it out with any surviving sea hound.
Listen though. We need someone to steer the fire ship. I'd do it myself, but my order wants me to stay close to the silver. I'd found a few volunteers who've offered to do it, but they keep sobering up.
I'll steer the ship. I'll do the suicide bomber mission.
Once we get within range, their ballista will pelt us with fiery missiles. Avoid them. Even if they just hit the water, the flames will keep burning and can spread to our hull. When we get close, I will set fire to our ship and then we swim to shore.
Steer clear of those flames, eh? Watch out! Let's not go up in flames until we reach them. Our ship is ablaze. Get ready to jump. Jump now! You want your brakes to catch fire. You did it! Look at that ship go up in flames. Their whole blockade will be in disarray. Head for shore. There are a pair of horses waiting for us. We must ride quickly back to the Sturgians before the Sea Hounds can reorganize the blockade.
I'm coming, but I'm slow, brother.
There may be some hound patrols about.
Very high.
There they are! Ride fast! Ride through them!
Ouch. God damn it. I was riding fast.
Once we get within range, their ballista will pelt us with fiery missiles. Avoid them. Even if they just hit the water, the flames will keep burning and can spread to our hull. When we get close, I will set fire to our ship and then we swim to shore.
Steer clear of those flames, eh?
ship is ablaze. Get ready to jump. Jump now! You want your brakes to catch fire.
Baba Booey!
You did it! Look at that ship go up in flames. Their whole blockade will be in disarray. Head for shore. There are a pair of horses waiting for us. We must ride quickly back to the Sturgians before the Sea Hounds can reorganize the blockade.
Diego, you subscribed, my man. Well, I'm kind of hungry. I kind of want some breakfast.
There they are! Ride fast! Ride through them!
Oh my god. Okay.
I think that's the last of them. Time to get back aboard. Get on the ship. Well done. Now, let's run their blockade and reach the open sea.
Here we go.
There
About
they
to
are.
run the
Get
blockade.
ready to evade them.
One hell of a tactic.
Don't let them catch us! We need to get the silver out of here! Look out! Look out! Look out!
Oh, yeah.
So,
Get fucked.
you did well with that fire ship. The silver is on its way to my order, and that bastard Purig will no doubt be much discomfited. You helped me out there, so let me see if I can... Just before I set sail for Omor, my brothers and I had a visitor. A merchant named Salutas Cruzas, who said he was acting
Salutas
as ambassador for Purig. He wanted us to break our contract with Omor and ally with the Sea Hounds instead. He offered a great deal of money too, and more. We could share in Purig's grand plan of conquest. My friend, here's the detail that would interest you. In addition to all the other delights that Cruzas dangled before us, he also offered to build us ships. Purig was going to construct them in some northern anchorage called Angrenfjord, where he had brought a large number of captives to work in a shipyard.
This must be the slave colony that Father mentioned. Pirates value safe havens to build new ships. With an anchorage like that, Purig can have the Sea Hounds eating out of his hands. This must be the slave colony that Father mentioned. Pirates value safe havens to build a new...
Come now. I couldn't have you dash off to hunt Cruzas before the silver got past the Sea Hounds. My brothers named me their emissary, you see. And we diplomats need to be crafty. So, I need to get this silver safely to harbor. But after that, I shall request permission for my order to fit out a ship and sail to Ulsticon to join your
I'm not saying I owe you anything.
I'm not saying I owe you anything,
try
mind.
to take our money.
But
All
those
Cruises
bastards
talk
did
about
try to
gold
take our
riches
money.
made me think
And all
that I
Cruzes'
wouldn't
talk
mind
about
taking
gold
one
and
of
riches
his
made
ships
me think
and
that I
having a
wouldn't
rummage
mind
through his
taking
holds.
one of his ships. I shall see you.
I'll see you back in Ostracon.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, take me to Oscan right away.
Ah, good news. Bjolgur's order has given him permission to...
Greetings! I've got my longship, Corpse Maker, and
Corpse
more of
Maker.
my brothers may yet join us on the journey. We also brought a captured vessel. Agile and light, which mounts a ballista. We call it the Golden Wasp. We've brought up most of the ale in Ostakan for our voyage, as I think we'll be heading for the sweltering...
I've been making some inquiries. Krusas is well known and respected in the Empire and in Vlandia. He mines sulfur from islands in the Gulf of Charas. No doubt he uses some of Purig's slaves, but I guess the Grand Lords and Ladies don't know that, or choose not to know.
No, not hard to find at all. On the way there, I hailed some fishermen who chase tuna in the Gulf of Charas, and they say he is known to frequent a string of islands known as Skatrias. They are said to be barren and foul-smelling. I can't think why a merchant would want to anchor there. Were they not the site of the sulfur mines where the captives are sent? So,
Alright. On the hunt again. Damn, we're flying, bro.
did you see that big fiery ball? Not very accurate, I'll warrant. But if one of our ships gets hit by one of those who don't... I've heard Krusas does this. He doesn't try to maneuver or run, but lashes his ships together, building himself a floating fortress. He mounts mangonels on them, and peppers any attackers with flaming pitch. Not a bad tactic, if you've got the time to prepare, and you just want to be left alone. Most attackers will keep their distance, and look for easier prey.
I'm back. Alright. No. How do we counter this? Is the question.
If all our ships row in together, we'd be presenting enough targets that we're bound to get hit. No, so let's not do that. Here's another idea. Our captured ship, the Golden Wasp, is fast and maneuverable, and has that ballista. If we make it as light as possible by removing all cargo, and move in our strongest rowers to man the oars, we can dart within range while avoiding that flaming pitch. Then we can use the ballista to take out the mangonels one by one. And when they're all down, the rest of us will storm in and clear the decks.
Sounds like good fun. I'll do it.
I saw you handle that fire ship at Omor, and I think you're the one to take the helm. I'll come with you, though.
To keep my men rowing briskly.
Have a good look at Krustas' floating fortress before we attack.
Oh shit.
It's formidable, but it's not going anywhere. He has no less than 8 ships lashed together. They mount 4 heavy mangonels, big ones. Most ships would tip over from the recoil if they weren't chained to each other. One is on the round ship, which is the fortress's keep, as it were. Another 3 are on cogs. One is to the northwest. The others are to the northeast and southeast. You must steer the Wasp to take out those mangonels. You need direct hits, but don't get too close, as their decks are packed with archers. Also, keep moving. 1 or 2 hits could shatter our timbers or set us alight and make an end of us. We're right behind you, brother. Let's take this vile toad of a merchant down.
Okay.
Hit us! We're still afloat.
Wow.
But the next time we might not be so lucky. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. Unless you want to swim back, I suggest we keep moving. Stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. Stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again. Our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. Let's keep our distance. Their deck. Choose your targets. Take out the mangonels before we run out of stones. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Stamp out those sparks, lads! Let's not get hit again. Our sail is down! Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. That hit us! We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky. Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen. Unless you want to swim back. One mangonel down! Let's keep our distance. Their decks are packed with bowmen.